Hello everyone, Jess here. Welcome to week 2 of the Tome Topple round 9 vlog. If you haven't checked out the first week video or you want to check it out, I'll link it on the screen or in the description or both, whatever, and you can check those out. Small recap, finished story of Edgar Saltail last week. Awesome book. When I ended the video last night, which was Friday, I had read I think 120 pages of The Dragon Bone Chair. As of now though, I have read 210 pages by this day 8 of Tome Topple's readathon. So I'm making really good progress. I feel like some really interesting stuff has been happening and it's really exciting to me. I think I actually did mention in the previous week's video that a lot of people do say that The Dragon Bone Chair is quite slow, and I honestly don't get it. I don't personally think it's that slow, especially for a high fantasy novel. But this could be that I am a person that enjoys character-driven sort of writing, and so I feel like as long as characters are interesting to me, as long as I'm invested in the characters and what is going on internally with them as well as externally, I usually can get invested and be interested in the story. It's when characters are not interesting to me that stories get slow for me. I also think that when you read high fantasy, you just set yourself up that it's going to take at least 100 pages before everything starts to go down. So I don't know, but I thought they were even an interesting first 100 pages, and now I'm on 200 and I'm even more intrigued. And I was getting super sleepy last night, but I was I want to know what happens. So I don't know. I guess I don't think it's slow. Maybe it just depends. I've still only read 16 pages of it in my reread of it, so nothing's really changed from yesterday on that. But that's the read that I read while I'm doing chores. Well, I should say that I audiobook while I'm doing chores and things, and then I just sit and focus on Dragon Bone Chair. So I haven't had a call to do any chores or anything yet, but I will in a second here because I have on my agenda to empty the dishwasher of dishes, which is one of my least favorite jobs, but anything with dishes is one of my least favorite jobs. And then I need to edit the previous week's vlog because it's better if I try to edit it in little increments, but I didn't do that because I don't know, I just didn't, and now it's all bulked up and I have to see what I have and see, hopefully there's a video in there sometime because I want to put it up either Sunday or Monday, so wish me luck.
Simon had only to look at his own cracked nail, pink boiled paws to know he was no great lord's orphan son. He was a scullion and a corner sweeper, and that was that. At not much greater age, everyone knew King John had slain the red dragon. Simon wrestled with brooms and pots.
I have skipped to day 10 for my updates of the readathon, mostly because yesterday I did not want to put on any concealer or do anything with my hair or try to look somewhat presentable. I know I've looked kind of creepy in most of this vlog experience, but I wanted to just look extra creepy. And also, I felt like I was justified in doing that because there really wasn't much to update on my book situation. I hadn't read a ton of pages in the afternoon or anything before thinking about maybe doing an update because I usually do my updates in the afternoon, so there was really nothing to update, and all I did was edit a video. So it was super boring, not all that exciting. Did get a lot of reading done though in the evening of day 9, or a lot for me lately because I don't know, I've been getting really super tired and not being able to read at night as long as I have wanted to or as long as I usually do, but I'm still progressing. I think I'm doing well. I got into page 330 of The Dragon Bone Chair, which for a high fantasy book, is actually reading it fairly quickly. So I'm thinking I will at least finish it before the end of Tome Topple. I don't know what day of the week that's going to be, but I have hope that I will at least finish, my second main focus book. So I am very excited about that. Also, I'm very excited by the plot in general of this book. It's so, like, I don't know, it's like good, it's just good fantasy stuff. Like, it's just like that hero's journey. They're all like being chased by everything, and it's like a good kind of scary for the characters moment going on here. There's a wolf in this now. Y'all, if anything happens to this wolf though, I will be so mad. But right now there's a wolf. The wolf is like a like, it's like a horse almost to like the troll in the story, and like their bond is so adorable, and I can't remember what I said in my last update about my spot in it, but I'm still on like page 66 or so of it. So it's not like I didn't really touch it yesterday. I wanted to focus on this and getting, ahead in this. I probably will listen to some of it today because I'm wearing my It t-shirt, y'all. We all float down here. Haha. So I feel like I'm wearing an outfit in the spirit of reading it. But I have some things where I'll probably maybe get a chance to listen to that in audiobook. I have to upload a video, and usually when I upload a video, I try to catch up on answering comments so I can listen to the audiobook then. And as for the rest of the day, it's just like the normal Monday stuff. I work out, I practice music, I do have to do one little quick thing for work, which is to put certain songs on my phone so that they're ready for tomorrow when I need to rehearse some things. And that's about it. It's not the super excitingest day. I just feel like I never leave my house in these vlogs, and yet you guys are still interested. So whatevs. I'm really hoping to get a good dive back into this because, oh, it's so exciting. Quick update from my mermaid bathroom because I just got ready, even though it doesn't look like it because the acne on my forehead won't be covered today. So that is just how this Tuesday is going. So what is this? I think it's day 11 of the readathon. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. I am off to work in about 10 minutes or so. Just wanted to do a quick update on my reading. I've surpassed 400 pages in the Dragonbone chair, and I have taken the book in my backpack on the off chance that I get like a few minutes to read because I really want to know what's going to go on with the Dragonbone chair. Also, I'm like, oh, Tad Williams, if you hurt my people, I will be so upset. I'm sure something bad's gonna happen to somebody at some point in the story, but I'm not ready for it in this first book. So, Tad, don't be playing that with me. I'm telling you now. Okay, I'll be fine if Tad like harms my beloved characters, but man, I've formed an attachment, and you just don't mess with my characters in the Dragonbone chair, as far as I'm concerned, in the first 400 pages of this first book of the series. That's all I'm saying. I have gotten to about 100, page 104. That's what I got to in it. I really would like to finish Dragonbone chair by tomorrow, but we'll see how everything goes with work and all. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed the mermaids behind me, and thank you for the moment. Yeah, Hooded Jazz returns because that's just what happens, and we're getting this weird angle because I wanted it down. And that's just everything that's happening. But it is day 13 of the readathon, so there's only one more day. I just could not vlog on Wednesday. It just wasn't going to happen because I had just a crazy work day. That Wednesdays are just crazy work days, and it was just like it's extra crazy this week. I'm still reading the same book because I'm kind of like in this state this week where I can't read during readathons like I normally do, which usually I can like read till like at least 2 a.m. during readathons because I usually can stay up that long. And this time, or at least the last week, um, or so, I kind of was okay. I could kind of still do that during part of the previous week of Tome Topple. But this week, I'm just so tired that I can only like read till 12. And so I feel like I'm not getting as many hours of this in, but I'm still reading it pretty fast. I only have 4 more hours left in the audiobook, and I think that's like 6 more chapters in this. So I think I actually have like maybe less than 100 pages, 100 pages or less of the book. So I'm confident that I can finish this today. I'm really enjoying it, and it's actually bringing me quite a bit of joy because I think I'm getting a flare up of hamstring tendonitis, which is ever so fun if you've had it before, or had any kind of tendonitis, because that like it's not like when you pull a muscle it just hurts, but when you have like a tendonitis situation it burns. Yeah. So the best thing to do is keep off your feet in ice, and the best thing to do with doing that is to read a lot. Especially since it's a awkward place to ice because you have to like kind of like lay on your stomach, and it's very easy to read while laying on one's stomach. So I'm gonna get a lot of reading done. I really do want to get this done early in the day because there is a Christmas movie that I want to watch tonight. It's called The Night Before Christmas, and it's gonna be on Netflix, and it has Vanessa Hudgens in it and Josh Whitehouse, who was, I think, what was it, season 3? He was on season 3, I think, of Pull Dark. I really like his band More Like Trees, and apparently he got some kind of song into the movie as well. But it just looks like a really super cute Christmas movie that I like need to see, and I'm going to watch that with my mom tonight because we're super excited to watch some seasonal movies. So, yeah, I want to finish my book before then so I can really like settle into the Christmas movie vibe. And yeah, so I'm gonna go on with my day. I might see you later with a review of the Dragonbone chair. All right, it is the final day of Tome Topple. It's a little after 4 on this last day. It looks like it's the dark of night almost because it is so gray and like wet and rainy outside, but it is in fact still the afternoon. Did actually mean to update more yesterday, but I feel like this week's vlog is like, the first week was fairly decent and this week's vlog is kind of a fail because I was so busy that I have like no footage. So I hope you guys still enjoy this. But yeah, my plans got a little sidetracked because aside from the injury situation, I also had to deal with my poor little dog throwing up 4 times yesterday. He's fine now. He just ate something weird and had to get it out of his system. But bless his heart, it was a run to like clean everything. But I still managed to finish the Dragonbone chair before I watched The Night Before Christmas in the evening. By the way, sideline, I am going to review the book, but I also want to talk about The Night Before Christmas because it was a super cute Christmas movie. Oh, my heart. It was so cute. Back to the Dragonbone chair. I personally loved this first book to pieces. I think the pacing for a first book in the series that does have a lot of world building is pretty good, and the action scenes in it, when there are action scenes, are written really super well, and I personally love the characters to pieces, or at least the good guy characters. You're not really supposed to love the bad guy characters, of course, but I think those are well written as well. But I love my good guy characters in this, and oh, they're so adorable, and that's the thing that like I love the best. So I have to for sure get the next 2 books in the series so that I can read more about these fabulous peeps and find out what happens to them. I also liked that this first book is still kind of appropriate if you did want to read it as like a teenager or like a younger teenager. You could kind of read this. It's like there's nothing like totally like super like graphic or like crazy in it. I mean, I guess the action scenes can get, like, they're violent, of course, but, like, it's nothing that I haven't seen in, like, any kind of fantasy YA book. So, even though it's marketed to adults, at least this first book, I think a lot of ages could read it if you wanted to read it. I can't speak for the whole series. If you've read the whole series, let me know if that's the case for the other couple of books, but I'm saying at least this one. I will say that it kind of follows the typical kind of tropes in fantasy, but I think it's still well done, and it doesn't like copy anyone else's book. I mean, honestly, tropes in fantasy don't bother me if they're well done, because most fantasy tropes come from either mythology, Arthurian legend, or history. So it's those things are just going to come up out of like the nature of high fantasy lit. So it doesn't bother me when things that are tropes come up, but I just thought I'd mention it for the sake of what you might want to expect when you go into this. I would recommend this for sure if you like things like the movies or the books of Lord of the Rings. So after completing the Dragonbone share, I wasn't in the mood to start anything new, knowing that I only had like the rest of yesterday and today to read. And I did have the possibility of maybe completing Blade of the Immortal Volume 3 because it is a manga, but I looked at the size of it and it's pretty thick. Like it's bigger than any of the other volumes. So I thought I'm not really in the mood to start anything new anyway. I'm just gonna like not worry about starting Blade of the Immortal, and I just decided to continue on in it. So I ended up getting to page 191 in it. After I like watched the movie, I went to bed, and like before I went to bed, I listened to quite a bit of the book. Something interesting that I'm noticing about it is that he uses really different points of view, Stephen King, to like introduce the characters. Like all the characters are introduced from someone else's point of view, and I find that really intriguing. So I'm really glad that I'm rereading this to like see all the little interesting details. Haven't really gotten any extra reading done so far though, because I've done a couple of things. I had to go to the bank to put my paycheck in, and then I went to Walgreens because last week when I went to Walgreens, I forgot a couple of things and I needed to get those things that I forgot. So I don't go to Walgreens as often. Actually, I do go to Walgreens probably as often as you've seen in the last couple of weeks. But guess what, guys? Remember how last week I bought socks that I didn't need at Walgreens? Yeah, I did it again because it turns out that brand of socks that I bought last week was bomb, and they're the best socks I've ever worn, and I've worn a lot of socks. So y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. West Loop brand socks. These is bomb. They're so soft, they're so comfortable, they're so great, and I bought some more. Get you some of those socks if you have them at Walgreens. I'm probably going to exercise, practice music, maybe listen to more of it. I will see you later with a final update. Alright, hello again, children. I realized that I filmed no wrap up or any kind of closing to this vlog video. It is now Tuesday, which means the readathon has been done for 4 days, and I'm just now getting around to filming some kind of closer. Yeah, I had this whack idea because I was so tired on Friday night that I would just go, oh, I'll just film some kind of closer on Saturday because I'll be ready anyway because I have a lot of stuff to do that day, and that will be the perfect time. Y'all, there was no time. I danced with my youngest dance studio student in the Cinderella ballet. Then I ran and like did some stuff to like get the key and stuff for pet sitting for the Thanksgiving break. And then I ran over to a listening room concert in the evening, and there was just zero time in between. None. And then like Sunday happened and I was like, I'm so tired. And then Monday happened and I was like, I got so much to do because I was so tired. And yeah, so anyway, nutshell, you're getting your update later, but that's actually kind of good because I'm not so harried and like insane, and this will work. So if you're still here after the hot mess that is this vlog, thank you for hanging in there. I hope you enjoy this little wrap up that I have. So I finished 2 books during the Tome Topple readathon, and I got a good chunk of the 3rd book. That was my bonus book done. So I feel like I won because I finished the 2 main books that I wanted to finish. Whoop! So the first one I completed was The Story of Edgar Saltail. If you want the review of this book, that is in the previous vlog video, so definitely check that out. I really did enjoy this, and I gave this one 5 stars. Most of this vlog is about me completing the Dragon Bone chair, so you already know what I think about this, but I also really loved this one, and I gave this one 5 stars as well. So 2 awesome 5-star reads that I would recommend. And then I didn't actually end up reading on Friday anymore, so I only got to page 191 of it, and I just kind of have been reading it through this week, like, you know, some more after the readathon. But during the readathon I got to page 191, and so I think that's a really good size chunk of this big book. I would say on this book, if you are intimidated by the size of it, definitely check out the audiobook because the audiobook is really well read in my opinion. So it's worth checking that out. The number of pages that I read between those 3 books was 1,388. I think that's pretty solid. Oh wait, I have to show you something. Just to prove that I did, in fact, do exactly what I said and get the next 2 books in the Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn series. I went on and bought them, and they came yesterday and today. Can you believe how huge the last book is? It's so big. I guess it is about the same size, but my golly, I guess you just really notice it in a paperback edition. My mom like had to hold it because she couldn't believe how big it was. She was like, I just can't, I have to feel it with my hands. It's ginormous. But this one is surprisingly not as long as I thought. Still 500 something pages, but you know. So I'm for sure gonna dive into these. I don't know when I'm going to dive into them. Also, I'm so obsessed with the first book in the series that I ended up like putting on the audiobook of the Dragon Bone chair while I was going to sleep during like the past 3 days. So like the obsession is real. Excited to dive in to all of this stuff. Look at all these swords. So it's gonna be bomb. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this hot mess of a vlog. Like I said, if you have any thoughts or comments, leave those below. And I think that's it for today, my fabulous peeps. I will see you all soon. Bye!